Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks in cars in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespassing. You need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it? Is that a criminal offence?
So here's what it really comes down to: what law is actually being broken here? In the UK, officers can't just walk up, demand your details, or order you to move on simply because they're uncomfortable. The law doesn't bend to feelings, it's built on authority. Civil trespass isn't a crime, it's a civil matter, not a fast track to handcuffs. The only time it becomes a police issue is if it turns into something like aggravated trespass, and this situation doesn't even come close. Here, the officer can't cite a single lawful power to justify her actions, yet she's still pressing the issue. That's not policing, that's pressure dressed as authority. Moments like this remind us that confidence can shake people more than correctness. So know your rights, stand firm, and never let confusion or intimidation rewrite the law in real time.
See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up, or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to listen.
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is a private car park.
Right. Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths. There is a pedestrian footpath, no obstructions, no signage. This is a public area, whether it's private or public property.
The auditor's assessment here is absolutely spot on. There are no warning signs, no staff-only markers, no restricted area boards, not even a painted boundary line. Under UK law, that setup clearly allows the public to assume they're welcome to pass through. It's known as the implied right of access, the principle that members of the public can approach a property using ordinary routes unless explicitly told otherwise. At the very worst, this would amount to civil trespass, a matter strictly between the property owner and the individual, not the police. That's a conversation for solicitors, not officers on patrol, and that distinction is crucial. Too often, the presence of a police uniform creates the illusion that a crime has been committed when, legally, nothing unlawful has taken place at all.
Difference.
What do you want to do? What do you want to gain?
Be left alone.
Okay.
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry?
No problem, police officers.
And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yeah.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the bit, the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, but you can gain access.
I can gain access to this. We've just been through that. We've just been through this. There's nothing for pedestrians. Why not?
Because it's a secure, and it could be, you could pose a security.
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
All right.
You say secure, but it's not.
What's your purpose for being on this car park? Because our concern is...
I'm making a video.
It's a security breach that we're concerned about. So we're happy to talk to you, but while you're here, we've got concerns about security breach.
This is where the logic starts to wobble. The claim? That the auditor poses a potential security risk. But in law, security isn't about gut instinct, it's about evidence, structure, and fact. If this site were truly sensitive, it would show it: barriers, locked gates, fencing, or keycard access. None of that is present. Instead, what we see is an open route where anyone can simply walk through without challenge. That's not a policing issue, that's a security failure. The responsibility to secure a site lies with those who manage it, not with civilians who happen to walk into an open space. Blaming the public for weak planning isn't law enforcement, it's
Do you have a warrant card or an ID card or something? You've given a collar number.
I've told you my colour.
Thank you. Yeah, but your plane's close, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car
I don't know anything about what's going on.
Okay,
We're just-
so I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Bring it over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
No, we're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
That's detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No,
constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
We've got a sign to say it's gated for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. A public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle. As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle. I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well-
'Cause you're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Right, this is my job.
It's my job. I'm at work.
It's my working place.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible. The most sensible person so far. You're a sergeant?
Yeah, I am. For my
Thank you. Finally. Right. Okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs because.
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here. It's fine. We've got plenty of room.
It's actually really standing
We've got
over
plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this
have a
many.
conversation with you, but can we just do it there?
I've managed this many years.
I'll tell you what, after we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second, we can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
We can talk on the path here.
My name's Pete, what's your name?
Pete.
Yes.
And your collar number, Pete?
My name's DS1446, Pete McGill.
DS 1446.
Yes.
Enter Detective Sergeant Pete McGill, and instantly, the entire atmosphere changes. This is what measured, professional policing looks like. McGill listens carefully, weighs the facts, and acknowledges the ambiguity in the station's signage. He calmly explains where civil matters end and where police jurisdiction begins. The contrast couldn't be sharper. His tone is respectful, his words precise, and his presence steady. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. True authority doesn't shout, it guides. McGill understands that unnecessary escalation creates more problems than it solves, and through a single balanced conversation, he restores what others damaged: public confidence in policing done right.
Literally arrived and witnessed a police constable.
Yes.
Straight away. First thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout.
Right.
On the double yellows.
Yeah.
Engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you're parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?"
Yeah.
"Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, he just rolls his window up.
Right, okay, so you're saying you've seen an officer there, they've been sat there,
Yep.
idling it, right?
Yeah, so idling's an offence.
Yeah.
Idling your vehicle. Being on your phone with the engine on, unless you're on the phone to 999,
Yeah.
or paying at a drive-through. Those are the exceptions to the new legislation.
Yeah.
Both offences.
Notice Detective Sergeant McGill's approach: calm, patient, and deliberate. No interruptions. No rushing to judgment. Meanwhile, the auditor quietly documents everything as it unfolds, capturing the small but revealing breaches of conduct: vehicles left idling where they shouldn't be, officers on their phones behind the wheel. These might seem trivial, but that's precisely the point. Without scrutiny, these details disappear into the background. That's the value of an audit: not drama, but visibility. Every observation becomes a reminder that accountability starts with consistency, and those enforcing the law must be seen living by it.
Did you introduce yourself?
I didn't know, and I'm not. No.
What name would you like me to refer to you as? You don't have to give your name at all,
You
but
can call me Sir or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. Let's go with Power. Yeah.
I'll go with Sir, because Power just that's
I didn't think you'd like it. That's why I said it. That's why I gave it as an option. I didn't think you would.
Mr. Power, does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power, that'd be
Go with Mr.
Nah,
Power.
my ego's not that big. Don't worry.
Well, you've got yourself Power, you can have a little one. Right, okay. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. You have, if officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The other thing I'd say is this area
Yep.
of the car is a private car park.
It is,
work.
yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars,
Yeah.
there's not an issue whatsoever.
So, yeah, that's fine. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Not a
that.
problem.
So, the discussion I was trying to have with them, or
Yes.
trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted. You got the gates and all of that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road,
Yes.
right? It's not a public pavement. A right of way is a.
This is a private.
Yes, okay,
premises.
but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private premises, you can still have a public area. A public area does not define whether it's public property
This
or
isn't
not.
a public area.
Okay, so.
But you're wanting to check.
No. So as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access.
You know what?
That would be the
Completely
key.
agree with you. Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave,
Yeah.
it's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal to repeal that implied right of access.
Yes, and you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there, Mr.
Yeah.
Powell. Not a problem.
There
I
we go.
agree the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes. It's not my first time on the road.
McGill doesn't posture, threaten, or argue. Instead, he acknowledges the obvious, the signage could be clearer, and he recognizes the auditor's presence as entirely legitimate. The way he handles the encounter speaks volumes. He listens, evaluates, and responds without provocation. That's discretion in action, the quiet professionalism that prevents flashpoints before they even begin. It's subtle, but powerful. Because sometimes, a single measured exchange like this can rebuild the public trust eroded by hours of earlier missteps.
Know what you can and can't do.
Yep.
I've got an absolute issue. Anything you've described so far,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about that.
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name. I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, and you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of the sign is removed. So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not being as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand firm on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
But I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage.
Because
can you help me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were. Not a gentleman, I've not met him yet, but the ladies were so belligerent about it, in the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here, and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, I was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer. But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that. You see what I mean? That seems like favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line, and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to. But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this, apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with that.
What I can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse.
It's not even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke. You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have said hello. They didn't say anything to you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. Generally speaking,
they see me. They might give a wave, but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you, I'm not demanding your details. You don't give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do. But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the private premises, it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been treated poorly, or you feel like someone's been rude to you, that doesn't change the fact that it's been revoked, does it? And
it doesn't. But once it's been revoked, it becomes an issue of civil trespass, doesn't it? And you knew I was coming with it. You knew I was coming with it.
You don't need to go down this. I'm trying to talk from a practical point of view.
I know you're talking practically. I know you're talking practically.
And we're stood in a disabled bay.
I like to talk lawfully.
Yes.
Okay, so lawfully, I'm not committing any offences. You know, I know you haven't. I have, and you've requested that I leave, and I'm going to politely decline. I'm not going to be rude about it, because You may see it as rude that I'm declining in the first place, but I'm not going to be overly belligerent about it. I'm just going to say,
here's one of those rare but golden moments where the auditor stands firm on legal rights, and the sergeant responds with equal respect. No power plays, no veiled threats, no inflated authority, just genuine, constructive dialogue. It's a masterclass in how accountability truly works when both sides understand the boundaries and communicate within them. Without public audits, moments like this, where law, courtesy, and professionalism align, would rarely be witnessed, let alone recorded.
Civil matter.
And as long as you understand that if you are to stay here in this moment and you are to stand in front of a car that's trying to leave and conduct police work, that could obviously be obstructing the officers.
Oh, sure, I would never do that. No. Yeah. I've made it this many years, being fully aware of roads and emergency vehicles. You know, I've never been hit by a car yet. So
how are we rating so far? How are we doing? We had a rough start by the sounds of it on your audit. Has it improved as we're going along?
I'd say the. Sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, you've been better. Yeah, I must admit. Yeah, so
well, it's a learning experience for me. We don't have this every day.
No, it's good to see a sergeant leading by example.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the PCs and DCs do pick up on your example.
I know you want a bit of reaction.
No, I'm not giving a reaction. I'm genuinely stating that I really hope that they pick up on how you've led by example here, and they take some lessons on how you've dealt with this and how you've been so professional, calm about it.
You're going to make me blush. You can compliment me like this.
No, because you have, and you asked my name, but you didn't push it, so that's fine. But other than that,
that's just for politeness. I'm not demanding details.
No, exactly.
How would you like me to refer to you?
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine.
What today proved is simple but vital: calm, composed policing makes a real difference. It also showed why auditors shouldn't be dismissed as nuisances, but recognized as an essential check that protects both the public and the police. Small oversights, a missing sign, a lapse in attention, can escalate quickly if no one's paying attention. Why Know Your Rights guide isn't just for auditors, and it's not just for confrontations. It's for anyone who values clarity over confusion, and facts over assumptions. Because knowledge and respect aren't opposites, they're partners. Stay informed, use it wisely, and you'll navigate moments like these with confidence.